At least, unless I'm like, I think angry and frustrated are a different emotion. Like, I can get frustrated with people pretty easily. It's because they're causing me stress and they're probably, like, refuting one of my ideas, which most of my ideas are based in logic. Most of my claims are based in logic. Or at least, based on evidence that I know. One of the things about the night, though, is that you hear a lot of weird sounds. And, I may be, a big buff dude, but not really. But, sounds at night scare me. I don't know why. But the things that go crick in the night do, in fact, scare me still. And not because it's not because I'm scared of animals or anything. I'm scared of other people. Like, I'm scared of other people, man. I don't care about monsters or anything silly like that, but it's other people who scare me. Like, and it's not like anyone violent that scares me. Like, yeah, that would scare me if like some like violent homeless man popped up, but like I am low-key dressed like a homeless man in an ABU and pajamas, sitting on a park bench, shaggy-haired and talking into a phone. Like, this is not peak fit. It's not the peak fit, but, it's who I am. It's my personality, really. My personality, my fit, I can do what I want. But, that's not really the point. The point is that I'm scared of those people. I'm just scared about being judged. I know you shouldn't really care about what other people think about you, but I'm scared about what the hosts think, man. No, but I'm scared about how people perceive me in their mind. Because I didn't know until like a few days ago that I had ops, but then we also did a thing in English, and like there are actually people who look up, like who have good emotions about me and like kind of look up to me. Apparently, I inspire some people, or like I'm someone who provides hope, which is kind of insane. Yeah. I mean, like, there are some classes where I'm really, like, talkative and I really yap a bunch, which means that makes sense, but at the same time, it's like, I don't agree. It's kind of just like, I'll be sitting in my room and I'll just be so alone. And how can someone who inspires hope just be that alone, It's like, you'd think there'd be someone to talk to. So at least someone. But so alone. There's a shopping cart right there. Oh my lord, guys. There's a shopping cart right there. That's literally a shopping cart. I don't know why I'm talking like this, but it is a shopping cart. And you know what we do with shopping carts? You know what happens to shopping carts? I think I'm mentally ill. You know what happens to shopping carts? And we do. We're driving them around. What the fuck is this? Where's this even coming from? Crazy. Loser. I kicked it over. We kick shopping carts over. That's what we do. I'm severely ill. Severely mentally ill. But hey, at least we kicked over the shopping cart. I'm actually this cockroach. I actually am too afraid to tell my therapist these things too. Like, I've been trying to get help. I actually have a therapist. I have a therapist and he's pretty cool, but it's just, I don't know how to bring up the fact that I talk to myself in like whole ass like narratives. I mean, could you call this a narrative? It's more like the ramblings of my mind. It's more like the way my mind works, and I have to share it with someone. I have to be real with myself at least. And like, it's crazy because I will I am so lonely that I'll actually simulate conversations between, me and another person. Like, I will genuinely, tweak out and pretend like I'm talking to a person. Let's say it's like a person I have a crush on, or like one of my friends, or like just a random cute girl that I think that I want, spill my brains to, but I don't have the courage, I'll talk like this to them, and it's just insane. I'll catch myself doing it, and I'll literally, I want to cry, because why can't I just talk to people, But, how do you get to a point where you're talking to someone about your innermost workings? How do you forge a relationship like that? I'm too autistic to know, really. I wish I could reason with autism. There are people who can. But I severely lack in what's that skill? What's the skill called? Charisma, there you go. I severely lack in charisma. But what I don't lack in is heart. Look at the stars. Each one of them is like a beacon of hope. I hope that someday I'll land upon them. It's so sad because I can't look at the stars right anymore. You look at the stars with someone once, and then it ruins the magic, If it doesn't work out with that person, it just ruins the magic, because now all I can think about is the time I literally got a fucking whole ass... It was New Year's, it was like our fucking anniversary or whatever of getting into a relationship, and I got a whole... I think it was New Year's, I don't know. I got a whole ass, air mattress. I got my mom's car. And I took it out into the middle of the desert. And we set up in a fucking field. I drove out into a fucking field, set up the air mattress, and we watched the stars and tried to watch a meteor shower. And it's just she ended up just evolving into her wanting to do sexy stuff. I just wanted to have a decent human interaction and emotional connection, and it just evolved into her wanting to fuck me. And it's just man. And I don't want to sound like a girl, but I'm tired. I don't want to be, being sexualized is cool, but when it's appropriate, I just, when it's time for, emotional connection, it's time for emotional connection. I need someone who I can actually emotionally connect with, not just someone who wants to fuck me, but someone I can emotionally connect with and who understands me and actually cares about listening to my stories, who cares about listening to my ramblings at 2 a.m. in the morning, who cares to listen to how I feel about things, who cares? I need someone who cares, and not just say they care, because I know a specific person who all they do is say that they care so much, they care so much, they care so much. Every note they write me is, they care so much. Yeah, fuck if you did. I'm a little pissy now, thinking about that, but it's just... Man. Soiled a beautiful view like this. You look up at these stars, and you just look at how beautiful they are. They're just dots on a black canvas, but, there's so much more to them than that. There's just so much more. Entire galaxies. People have looked at these stars for thousands of years. They've even, used them as maps. And if you get in the right places, and you find the right events, these stars can light up like a beautiful canvas. Beautiful kaleidoscope of colors. So much unlike any colors you'll ever see in nature, naturally. And it's just so beautiful. It's one of my favorite things in the world. I used to think, why don't adults look at the stars anymore? And it's really, it's really sad to think about how many adults and people have just lost their hope and lost their appreciation for nature. They've lost. They are able to, they're lost. They're able to be captivated by this beauty that we are witness every night. That we bear witness every night, And it's just kind of sad, And that's just the way I think about it. Because really, look at this. You get into a wide open space like this and you can just see everything. And even if there's so much light pollution that I can't even see the signs, you look straight up. And it's like you're sitting inside a dome full of dots. Pretty white dots. Anyways, enough about the stars. I look weird if I continue to do this to the passing cars. But, it's always something, man. It's always something. Life is kind of weird. You kind of have to give up some of it just to live. Like, what? Why should I be giving up parts of my life just to live? But really, what I live for is wife and kids. That's the dream for me. I don't plan on being an astronaut. I don't plan on being a race car driver. I want to be a good dad and a good husband. That's it. That's it. And it's kind of crazy because, that's what would make me the happiest person possible. That's what would, do me in. That's the best thing I could think of, is waking up one morning to my wife next to me, my beautiful, lovely wife next to me, and all my lovely kids being little shits, raising hell at God knows how early. And you know how much I would love that. Do you know how happy I would be, one day if I just woke up and realized that that's the life I was living, in a big house, out in the country with lots of land, maybe a few chickens and stuff, or like a horse, or like some goats and sheep or something, or some pigs, just a tiny little farm, something nice, and that's the dream for me, man. Maybe a few cool, old cars for me to work on. That's the best life, the best possible life I could consider. And there's nothing better. There's just not. And I feel like that this generation all they want is sex and money and power. And it's just so dumb. I was thinking to myself today, could I actually wait till marriage? And I'm not sure about that, If I was in a relationship with a girl, I don't think I could wait till marriage. I don't know, I feel like sexual intercourse is kind of like one of the aspects of love that just make it love, Just the same as, choices, because you have to choose the person you love. Choice is a very big part of love. It's probably the most defining feature, is that you choose that person. Love isn't something that just happens. You have to choose it, It's defined by you, really. And I think people just don't understand that. It's like, you can't just let yourself naturally do something, and do whatever comes to your mind. It's not how love works. Love is going out of your way to do something for someone because you want to. Love is wanting to be that person for them and wanting to be better for that person. Love is, love is the way your heart races when you're with them. Love is just looking at them, and they may be doing something completely monotonous and normal, but you just can't help but notice how beautiful they are doing just something completely normal. Just how absolutely magnificent they shine throughout more than anyone else. And it's just so captivating. That's the kind of love I want to feel again, But I'm afraid that that's the kind of love you only feel once, maybe, possibly. And if that's true, then I don't think I want to live anymore, to be frank. Because I kind of live, this is going to sound corny as hell, but I kind of live for love, It's one of the big things. I definitely live for love. It's not one of the big things, it is the big thing. The big thing that I'm always looking for.